Imagine for just 1 second if you can change the DC Universe Online game graphic exactly how you want, adding many effects like vibrance, tone map, blooming, or maybe emulate a fake HDR and make the game exactly how you want in a totally legit way approved by the community manager himself, and improve drastically your experience of the game just by following a few steps, or maybe make the menu of the game completely shiny at your eyes. You think that I am lying, or maybe this is a clickbait title? I don't think so, guys. Just follow me. What's going on, guys? This is your boy no name found with another epic video, because this video is completely life changer in terms of gameplay on our favorite game, that's DC Universe Online. In this video, I'm gonna show you something that is coming. The original idea is coming mainly from another game that I am currently playing, and it's Guild Wars 2. And I am applying this technique of color correction, adding effects, tone map, recalibration, and also even emulating a fake HDR, even if you don't have a monitor that's ready for HDR, on our favorite game, DC Universe Online. First thing first, we have to answer to an universal question. Is this a process allowed, or maybe it's against the terms of service? Because I can already feel hundred of comments on the comment section below saying that this is completely denied, but you are wrong, guys. And as you can see on the screen, the community manager have answered to an old topic that I found on the forum when a user was asking if Reshade was allowed or not. And we got the answer of the community manager himself saying that's completely legit and allowed without violating any point of the terms of service. So you can be completely fine. Okay, guys, it's time to explain exactly what is this piece of software that we gonna use to improve the graphic of our favorite game, and we are talking about Reshade. Reshade is an open source program that can be used in various games, but no one ever think about to apply this beautiful software on our favorite game, and that's why here I am. I'm providing every single component, every single link, every single resource on the first comment on the comment section below, or on the details of the video. So you have everything just by one click. So you can access to everything in just one click. So, this is the homepage of Reshade, and as we can read, it's Reshade is a generic post-processing injector for games and video software. So that means that this software is not gonna interfere with the game itself, but it's multiple layers that they're gonna stack up of the existing rendering of the game according on how many layers you wanna add to your game, depending on how many effects, tone map, color calibration, and other stuff you wanna apply. So this is not gonna interfere with the game at all. Okay, guys, it's time to download the software so we can start working on our new tweaked graphic on our favorite game. And to do so, we have to go on the homepage of Reshade. You can find the link on the description below to reach the homepage of the software. Moving on the download section, currently the current version of the software is 5.6.0 since I'm filming this video, but maybe in the future the version can be different and an improved one, because the developers of this software are always correcting minor bugs to adapt the software even more on more and more games. So you can use this software basically wherever you want. We have two different versions of Reshade. Basically, it's the same version, but one version is including a full add-on support, but we wanna download exactly the first one, just the simple Reshade one, because the difference between the first and the second include some other add-on, and maybe in certain games, guys, can cause trouble because certain add-ons are executable themselves, and they can be seen as a kind of a cheat program, and maybe can make you in trouble. So I'm making this video in a completely safe way for you, so you can enjoy the new graphics without risking a ban or in some case in a suspension. First of all, we're gonna download the Reshade 560. It's the first one without the full add-on support, and plays the file wherever you want. I wanna suggest you on desktop, guys, so it's immediately accessible. And let's move on for the setup. Okay, guys, now that we have downloaded our program, as you can see on my desktop, I have the setup itself, and also another file called nnf_preset.ini. This is a preset that I did for you guys, so basically it's a collection of all the effects, color correction that I have applied on my game. Maybe you will like it. You can always change them according on how you like. I'm providing this file as well, guys, because I can already feel people on the stream will ask for my configuration file. So I'm providing you this file on the description of this video that you can download immediately. To install this software, guys, as usual, right click and open, or just double click on the icon, and this is the Reshade setup. In this window, guys, we can see every single game that we have installed on our system, because this is gonna watch for executable of the games inside your computer. It doesn't matter if it's the main hard drive or a secondary hard drive. If the executable of the game exists, Reshade will find him. So we're gonna select this universal line, because the purpose of this video is to show how to improve the game for this universal line, and we're gonna select this universal line Windows client dcgame.exe. As you can see, when I am selecting this one, the path where the game is installed is gonna be highlighted on the bottom, showing us exactly where the executable is. Gonna select this one and going next, guys, and pay attention to this part, because this is the most important part of the video, selecting the API for the game. The API, guys, it's something that use mainly the game engine. We know already that this universal line, it's an old game, was released in 2002, and 2002 and 2004, I'm not sure, feel free to correct me on the comment section below, and running under Unreal Engine 3. The Unreal Engine 3, if you make a quick search on Wiki or just on the web, you can see, guys, that this game engine runs exactly under the Microsoft DirectX 9, because it's an old technology. Speaking about the new generation games, like the most recent games, most of the time you have to select the same, but as 10, 11, and 12 version of the DirectX. On our case, we gonna select Microsoft DirectX 9 and pressing next. Of course, because I have already installed Reshade on my system, is asking me what I want to do, if I want to uninstall or modify. But for you guys, you have just to go forward, and you will be redirected directly into this question. So if you want to select a preset to install or not. Did you remember, guys, that I have mentioned that I'm providing my preset for this software to avoid that people will ask me my settings, and it's exactly here. So you can find this one on the description below of this video. So I'm clicking on Browse, and putting the file, when you download the file, putting on the desktop, you gonna select the preset, double click and click next. This is another important part, guys, that we have to pay attention. So this is exactly which kind of effects and presets we gonna download. For the purpose of this video, guys, I have selected only the first, the second, the third, the fourth, fifth, and also this one as well. So you can try the other one as well, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just doing this one, guys. So feel free to add the other one as well if you want to test even more effects. At the end of all, guys, we have to go next, next, and next. I'm not gonna do it, guys, because otherwise I will break my preset file. So you have just to go next and finish the installation. You will see at one point that for each step, for each package that you have selected, is gonna download basically every single effect on a specific folder, and then when you are done, you have just to click on finish. Okay, guys, when we have finished to install our Reshade on our system, it's a time to configure the plugin itself. So if you have launched the game, you noticed immediately that on the top of your game, exactly here, near this area, so a loading bar will appear to load all the effects that you have downloaded previously with the setup, and according on how many packages you have selected on your installer, the list can be more or less long, depending on how many packages you have installed. How we can configure Reshade? So we have to press the Home button on our keyboard. It's on the top right of your keyboard under scroll lock, guys, and pressing Home, this menu will appear. So as Home, we have a couple of voices here, guys. So Home, add-ons, settings, statistics, logs, and about. I'm gonna point you in the right direction, guys, without confusing, because those are nerdy stuff, and I wanna avoid that you're gonna get confused. One fast tip, it's just one, guys, that this bar is completely manageable and resizable. So if we can just we can just resize the window as we like, or maybe if we like, we can just hold the left click and move exactly where we want, or just dragging on the top. As you can see, we can maximize the window. Really easy, guys. Nothing particularly complicated. If we can resize once again, we can unmaximize and just resize according on our like. At the moment, guys, you have, so if you have loaded my preset, here there must be written NNF preset with all the presets enabled. You can immediately feel the difference if I am just unchecking those. The graphics will change, and will change in a bad way, as you can see. So you can already feel the difference with the filters enabled and with the filters disabled. As you can see, we have a better, clear map. At the moment, guys, on the settings, I have just enabled the load only effects enable. So that means when you start the game, the Reshade is gonna load only the plugins that you have enabled. This is just to avoid extremely long loading time when you launch the game, because Reshade have to compile and load every single effect, every single file that you have downloaded while you are launching the game. So you can uncheck this voice the changes. So as you can see, it's gonna rescan everything, and if you go back on the home, you have way more options here to enable or disable. You can play around with this one. So for example, if I wanna enable the border to give the game a cinematic look, stuff like this is totally up to you guys. So this is totally up to your taste and according on what you like. If I wanna enable curves, for example, you can see that the game is gonna be a little bit more darker, and just play around with those effects, guys, and you can reach exactly the final result that you want. When you are done to enable and disable the effects, guys, don't forget to move once again on settings and recheck load only enabled effects. So at the end, next time when you're gonna launch the game, the Reshade is gonna load only the effects, color correction, remap that you have selected, ignoring completely the other one to avoid an excessive work for your processor and also for the game. Really, really important. Other kind of stuff that you can tweak, guys, so you can see a preview on what's is going on into your system, since how many time it's up, how many frames per second that you are doing on your game, and also each single render time of each single effect. This is just some nerdy stuff, guys, but I wanna explain you exactly what's going on with this tool, and also a preview of the game itself, just in case if you wanna enable some specific plugin or effects. So play around with this one, guys, and also I was forgiving to suggest you to enable the performance mode. So the performance mode, this is just a button that will load the base effect of the plugin without stressing too much your CPU. And the final result will be that you can play without any kind of difference in terms of resources that you are running on your computer to make this game executable and running and playing the game. So just press on performance mode, guys. So those plugin and those effects will have basically zero impact on your CPU, especially if you have a recent generation CPU like AMD on Intel. This will make literally zero difference in terms of using your CPU. When you are done, guys, you can close this dialog box by repressing once again home, and then you can start enjoying your new fresh game tweaked directly by you. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. This is a short video because I've promised to everyone that I'm gonna make shorter video compared to extremely long one that I did in the past, like power set guides, stuff like that. So from now on, I'm gonna make shorter video to improve your own experience watching my videos, and also to have fun, to tweak, for example, to tweak the game. Like that. My endless gratitude go to my supporter on Twitch, guys. Recently I was offline for 2 months just because real life stuff happened with the parents and the family, but starting from tomorrow I'm gonna come back to my regular stream. So if you wanna follow and if you wanna jump on the live stream, you are more than welcome. My endless gratitude go to my supporter on Twitch. They are wonderful people, guys. I don't want to mention any one of them because mentioning someone and not mentioning someone else feels a little bit weird, but they know that I am talking about them. If you want to support my work on Twitch and also on YouTube, guys, you can subscribe on Twitch. You will find every single link on the description below, or just send a donation by PayPal and buy me a beer or a coffee at your choice. Thank you so much once again, guys, and of course we will see in the next one, and also happy reshading!